Hey, thanks for tuning into the video. Today I'd like to talk all about asking good questions, and in this video I really want to focus on a twofold piece of it when I say asking good questions. The first one is whenever you're communicating with people, learn to ask the person or the people that you're speaking with really good questions. Like, for instance, if someone's a business owner, hey, what made you start that business? Or hey, how did you become so successful? How did you learn how to sell that effectively in your career? Asking good questions is one thing when you're speaking to people, and the other piece that I would give maybe a pro tip on is when you're asking those questions, try to stay away from questions that require just a yes and a no. You don't get to pull much information out of folks like that. You're not building much rapport. You're not being able to get to the next step, because if you're just constantly getting yes and no answers to these types of questions, you're not really getting a lot of meat, so to speak, to communicate, move a relationship forward, or whatever you're trying to accomplish for the reasons that you're asking the questions. So the first piece of this quick video is learn to ask really good questions to whoever you're speaking with, and stay away from the yes and no questions as much as possible if you're trying to get some information in depth. The second piece of this video is learning to ask yourself really good questions, and this may be the most important piece of this video. Whenever you start to ask yourself questions, they can be empowering or they can be very negative in the fact of what your brain comes up with and the information it feeds back for you. For instance, let's say you ask yourself, why am I overweight? How come I can never get to the next level? Why can't things just happen for me in my life? Well, those questions that you ask will get a certain type of response. And so your brain is just programmed to give you what you ask of it. So it will start to come up with things like, hey, maybe you don't get up early enough, you don't take the time to exercise, you spend too much time in front of the TV. Whatever that may be, that's very negative and doesn't serve you very well. On the other hand, if you start to ask empowering questions of yourself, how can I lose a little bit more weight? How can I get in better shape? How can I advance my career? How can I start a business? How can I take my revenues to the next level? Those are all very empowering and inquisitive questions that whenever you ask that of yourself, now your brain starts to give you all these answers that can help you get to your goal, can help you open the business, take your revenues to a whole different level, because you are asking more of your brain than just putting it down. So whenever you start to ask those really good questions, I would also encourage, especially if you're searching for answers to get better, whether it's your business, career, your health, take out a notebook and an ink pen or a pencil and start to jot down the ideas that come to you from asking those questions. And a lot of times, if you just sit down, whether it's at your desk or somewhere you can really relax and focus on your mind and the question you want to ask it, jotting all those things down will often present an opportunity or something that is really big, or a lot of times you'll find something on that paper with those ideas that'll get you where you need it to be. It'll get you to the goal, the next level of your business, whatever you're looking for. If you listen long enough and ask enough of the right questions, you will most certainly get there. So I really appreciate you tuning into today's video. Practice asking really good questions to really good people, and I promise that will make a difference in your life. And probably either equally as important or more importantly, learn to ask yourself really, really good questions, because if you do that, you go deep and you don't let yourself off the hook that easily just asking the simple things and things that you may already know. I promise you that will exponentially grow your personal development, your mindset, and help you get to where you ultimately want to go. So again, I appreciate you watching. Share this with someone that may need to hear the message, and I will catch you on the next one. This video is a wrap. Bye for now.